Hey everyone, Happy New Year and welcome back. So long ago, before I had any of these nice hammers, these nasals running, I built this business with what is my favorite hammer, a 35-pound number 0 mechanical champion power hammer. It's an awesome hammer. I've had it for many years, but recently it broke, and here's how we took care of that problem. Welcome back and thanks for being here.
So you can see here the dovetail's completely cracked out. You see these 3 bolt holes from a very old repair. That was done before I owned the hammer. So this hammer's been broken as long as I've owned it. But it held very well with those 3 bolts for years and years. But it's finally gotten to the point where it needs serious repair. We've degreased it here, and this is the first effort, which was brazing that dovetail back on. Spoiler alert, this wound up cracking again. There's just so much force when you wedge that die in there, and it cracked the braze. So this repair didn't work, but here's the final repair. Well, we are repairing the Champion. So this has been cracked as long as I've owned this hammer. And the original repair was 3 bolts that we've now ground off, but the 3 bolts tapped in here, and this was welded. That has continued to crack to the point that we're not going to rely on this for the dovetail anymore. Jared has machined up this block that's going to set in here, still fitting that, but it's going to set down in there. We're going to have another plate here with 3 bolts, and then possibly do a plate over the front tapped into there. So these holes here are to bolt down into the machine, and these 4 bolt holes here are for the new die plate. We've taken the ram completely off so that we can get a mag drill in here and drill this. So not an ideal situation, but we're definitely making the best of it. And then here's a look partway through with the new tapped holes to hold the new die holder. This is partway through welding those 2 pieces together. They were fully welded, ground out. You can see these are 1/2 inch 13 bolts holding this down. And there's the wrap piece that we made for the front before it was welded in. And then this is the final thing, completely welded up with the dies bolted on. And it's just fantastic to see this hammer back in action. We also tuned up the die guide since we'd taken everything apart, and it is running like a Swiss watch at the moment. I don't know that it's ever run better because we tightened up several things. We also took care of a spring issue, that spring that activates the brake. We tightened that up permanently, welded it into place, and then we tightened the main bearings on the flywheel by removing some old shims. So the entire hammer is just, again, it's really functioning in top form. Yeah, we took about 40 thou out of the main bearings, but it's really great to see this hammer back fully functioning like it should. So yeah, kind of an unconventional repair on this one, but it really is proper, and it's really working great. So thanks again for joining us on this video, and Happy New Year, y'all. And speaking of things that help build this business, I'm going to close this video out with a clip of one of my favorite people, my dad, running this Champion hammer back a few years ago in the early days when he was working with me full time. And yeah, we use this hammer every day. Just an awesome mechanical hammer. Thanks again for joining me on this video. And again, Happy New Year. God bless y'all. Thanks.